Still, microwave Taco Bell is the fucking grossest thing
It is.
ever.
Are you recording right now?
Yes, I haven't stopped.
Okay, we're keeping this in. They're gonna.
This is our
That's the
intro.
intro.
Hi guys.
Hey, hey guys, let's start talking about cards.
Alright,
Chronos Sin Exceed. Let's go.
okay,
I'm
so
hoping you have the card up,
I
Ryan.
do.
Okay. So,
Before we start, as of what is today, this 7th of
the seven.
January, a whole bunch of cards got revealed. And if you're watching this video first, we're only going to be talking about the Climax set. We're making a separate video for Metabots because views.
Views. Stonks.
Alright, so we're going to start off with this one that got revealed 2 days ago.
Okay, so basically, it's one of those nice choose threes, and they all go off of how many times you reversed your flag. So the first ability, you can basically stand your whole field, like your flag, center, left, right. The next one, you can just destroy 4 cards. The final one, for this turn, damage you take is reduced by 4. So that's kind of really nice.
Yeah?
Anyways,
Alright.
so that's nice, especially for the mirror if they just hit you with that 12 damage impact.
Yeah, so this is good card is good. It deserves its spot as a triple rare.
Let's talk about green bean or
Green
pea
bean,
bean.
beans,
Beans.
beans.
It's really nice. It once destroyed, return a card in your opponent's field, and your dangerous veggies can't be returned. Your monsters. I kind of wish they just said like dangerous veggies in general, because if they get a set spell or the item, like just like protect everything.
No,
Why
see,
just monsters?
this is how they limit themselves.
No, let me just gain 10 life and like do like 20 damage and like just have fun.
So, what would you? How many cards would you run this in your deck though?
I'd have to mess around, maybe like two one. Um, basically
Wait,
becomes a size one
wait, which one? What's the name?
evolution, or
Okay, I just
it's
want
the
to make
one by
sure.
Green Bean.
I know. I just when you said Draw God, for some reason I thought another like actual Draw God.
Oh no, sorry, it's the Dragon Tribe, it's 4 Dragons. Basically, when you have Ultimate Garga on the field, or just any Garga, becomes a size one, and it has different abilities on which one is on the field or which G boost. So you have like can't be nullified or reduced, can't be rested, and then if you have will, it's 10,000 defense and counter attack.
So,
So it's kind of nice. So it's like kind of like a 3 crit, can be nulled, reduced, or rested, and then it has the 10,000 power or defense and counter attack. But like, it's not like you're gonna be calling this guy to your center or anything.
and
So,
it's a double rare because it's just this is the type of stuff you would get for a double rare. To be honest.
so do you want to talk about Phantom Thieves? 'Cause I know
Phantom
they're
Thieves.
your boys.
Okay, so when this is uploaded, the video for Phantom Thieves is already up, and I made a comment about Ryuji. Now we actually have a Ryuji because it is a pirate.
We'll say the other one's Yusuke or something.
I don't.
We didn't.
We need to find a fox samurai for that. But this one, pay gauge, top card deck of the soul. It's a size 2. Magical treasure becomes a size 1. Magical treasure put on opponent's field. Destroy up to one monster. That is not once per turn. That is not once per turn. And if they're 2 or more, it gets an extra crit and double attack. I like it. I like it. It has no restrictions for its destroy monsters. So, what do you have any thoughts on this?
I mean, not really. I don't want to say it's a pretty basic one,
It
but
is pretty
I mean, it
basic.
kind of is.
It's pretty basic, but
Basically,
I
the whole
like it.
gimmick is pop a monster whenever you magical treasure.
Yeah, I like that. I think it's cool. Also, the art's really nice. Alright, so then the other card is Night and Party. So it's a pay 1 gauge spell, call a Phantom Thief Jocko monster from drop zone by paying its call cost, then if 6 more magical treasures are on your opponent's field, that monster gets 10, 10, and you can only cast it once per turn. It just saves your booty. And if you
It
call like
saves somebody.
if you call that once per turn one on, you get those effects off as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, good card is good card.
So let's go into draw medals.
Drama. Ooh, we can both talk about this.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can.
So Emperor
Basically,
Russo Scepter.
basically, Emperor is just a better queen. It has double attack,
Yeah, Queen's gone.
and it stops the oppressed areas from being returned and destroyed because originally it was just destroyed. Then Queen gave 2,000 power and defense to the field for each oppressed area. This one gives 3,000. And what's it called? I think it only costs one more gauge, but it also has better stats if I remember correctly.
I
I'm
think
trying to
they
think what
have this.
Queen's stats are.
I think Queen has the same stats. I'm not gonna
Does
lie.
it? I thought Queen. Yeah, I'll check right now. I thought Queen had six.
I thought Queen had
Oh no,
7.
no, it's 626.
Six. Oh, so yeah,
So this
you
is
just
727.
you just
So
get
it's
rid of
just
Queen,
better in every way, and it only costs one more gauge.
which is
And
fine because
like,
you gain so much gauge in that deck.
yeah, like originally when Dominoes came out, gauge was a real big problem.
It was.
They fixed it with the knowledge wave, the destroy or gain 3 gauge. Then if you have an oppressed area, destroy an item with spell. Then you have the set spell. If you use the set spell, basically gain a gauge and then a life. So it's there's a lot of ways
Yeah.
to
So
gain gauge in that deck.
this is just better in every single way. They may every time they release a new big size 3, just completely replaces the previous one.
Yeah. So for this spell, I looked this up on what the spell was.
The Zoog
Basically,
Swing.
yes, it's a term in chess where doing nothing would be a better move for you than doing something, if that makes sense. So
Oh,
like basically Zugzwang or whatever is like, let's say I have like the best possible setup I could have now.
yeah.
Like if I but you have to move, that move is like a Zugzwang or whatever because it's just digging a hole for you basically. It's like worsening your position.
All right. So does that name relate to this card's ability whatsoever?
I mean, kinda. So basically, the first effect is literally just the original item for the deck. I don't know if you realize that, Ryan.
If there's card, oh my God, it is.
But in the second one is the one that's really nice, in my opinion, and it's just your opponent can't call monsters by card effects. So that's just really good in my opinion. And to be honest, I really don't see myself gaining more use from the first ability because you have Crown that would give your 2 oppressed areas double
Double
attack,
attack. Yeah.
and then you have Emperor that has double attack. So if you really want a third attack, or if one of your guys got arrested, then yeah. But I mean, the ability just to stop your opponent from calling monsters by effects is really nice,
Yeah.
especially because when you have monsters in the oppressed areas, let's say they like finally get through and they destroy them, they're gonna try and like counter call another monster, or they need to be aggressive. Like if you're playing Jack and you attack once with Jack, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna counter call another
No,
Jack so I can
you
continue
just
attacking.
stop that. You stop them in their place.
Yeah, it's nice.
So yeah, good card is good. We don't know what the rarity of this is. I hope it's double rare because I want it to be shiny.
So let's go to Mystic Knights now. Like these are actually just really good Mystic Knight cards.
Can we also just talk about how beautiful these arts are? Look at my man, Love Sync.
Are you gonna
Oh,
rebuild Mystic Knights?
hell no, but
I have I have a copy of the previous sync.
okay. You have the one that came in the evil set,
Yeah.
but okay,
So
I'm not building them again, unless
this one's really nice. It has the basic sync ability when you cast a fire spell,
3,000,
3,000 power and defense.
3,000. Yeah,
And so Sync and the other one that we'll get to, they both have a counter call that you can call on top of another Mystic Knight with 9,000 power or more without paying call cost.
so yeah, you cast one spell and he's free 8 counter call.
Yeah, and during each player's attack phase, when you cast a fire spell, you gain a life and deal the damage to your opponent. And then it has Soul Guard and
Counter
counter
attack.
attack.
Yeah,
So in my opinion, you would use this with the previous sync that gave a critical and penetrate, because you still want the one that has double attack, because I mean giving your whole field double attack is nice. So you call on top of this one, which would be the center, so you still have access to counter attack.
God, I love this art so much.
And then going back to the blue one's also nice. So instead of on entry, gain a gauge, life, draw a card. Um,
When it attacks.
yeah, it's when it attacks. So if it has double attack, you just get another gauge, life, draw a card. And the only requirement for counter call is
If you cast a fire spell
cast a
during
fire,
its turn. And
which is not hard.
and you do that, and guess what? You only need to cast one other more spell, and then boom, look at that. It's at 9,000. It's great
Yeah.
instead of, because they were
Well,
stuck at 3,000.
with sync, with the sync's abilities, it's all Mystic Knights gain 3,000 power and defense for the turn. So you'd cast one fire spell and she'd be at 9,000 when she
Yeah,
entered the field.
yeah, which is really good.
So the final card is really nice for like when people have phase enders or they rest your whole field. It's so you just pay a gauge into life and stand all Mystic Knight on your field, including your item. Then for this turn, all Mystic Knights on your field can attack during the final phase. So you want to use it during your attack phase, because with the new sync, it's when you cast a fire during your attack phase, gain a life and burn one. So you would want to use this during your attack phase. But if for some reason they end your attack phase with like wider or phase seal chain, something like that, you can cast it during your final phase and still get it off.
Yeah, so you still Gucci.
I like how it also has a wizardry as an attribute.
What other cards have wizardry?
I don't think there is any.
Is this the
Oh,
name of
there.
the card?
Wait, whoa.
Oh, it's a bunch of
Okay,
Mystic Knights. I don't
I
know.
didn't even realize they had wizardry.
I
That's
didn't
funny.
realize. I thought it was just fire and like magic power, or like
Okay,
magic.
so
Okay, that's cool.
let's go to Legend Dragons
All
next
right,
because we
so
skipped over the card, and
yeah,
I really like it. Well, Protection Shell Luke.
that's cool art.
I want this card for Asgard because it can just be ran in any Legend World deck because of how vague it is. When it's dropped from your hand, look at the top two cards of your deck. Add one to hand, one to gauge, basically. And then what's nice is um, if
Wait,
I'm being attacked, you can put it from the drop zone to bottom deck and pay gauge. And you nullify the attack and gain 2 life. So
the,
that's really good with Asgard when you cast Ragnarok, or if it's just in your drop zone post Ragnarok when you don't have a hand, you basically still have attack nullifiers in the drop zone.
Dylan.
What?
Did you say just Legend World, or did you say like double drag? I don't. Did you say Messiah art? What'd you say?
I said this card can be run in any
No,
deck.
like, all right. Let's go over this card since we missed Mech. What did you
Oh,
say?
did I say Legend
I
Dragons?
think you said Legend Dragon.
Oh, my bad. Messiah Arms.
Messiah arm. Sorry.
I got excited. But no, so this guy can basically be ran in any deck. I just really want him for Asgard because it's another attack nullifier, but it also is just more filtering so you can get your combo pieces.
So it's good card is good card.
So we'll go the other size one, Protection
Protection shell.
Shell
Ian.
Ian. So this is just a really nice one. So you put it from your hand into the soul of a Messiah Arms, so you don't have to worry about it taking up a spot for like loyalty, to where if you call 3 or more monsters, like your opponent stops you from calling more, you can just do it straight from hand. And damage you take by your opponent's card's effects is reduced by 2 when he's in the soul, but like you're able to put more than one of them into soul, so you can kind of reduce damage by effects by a lot. And when a dragon attribute leaves your opponent's field by card effects or your card effects, you deal damage to your opponent. So it's a nice little just more poking. If you have multiple, you can poke for more. So like for example, with a 5 crit item, with double tech, that's basically like Vanity Epoch. The 2 cards will leave the field on its attack. So you do it twice. That's 4 burn damage they would take, plus the 5 crit double attack.
Why are all of these cards being revealed as actually just kind of nice cards?
Yeah, they're like all like
They're actually
really
just
darn good
so
cards. Like
nice.
not a lot of complaints about these cards.
And now I like this card name for the things I love. I just like that name.
Dude, it's a good card. So you basically search your deck for Messiah Arms item. So you can search for the 5 crit sword. You can put a Messiah Arms monster from your drop zone to hand. You can put a card from your drop zone into the soul of a Messiah Arms. Counter, equip a Messiah Arms item from your hand by paying its equip cost.
Wow,
So
that's a lot of stuff for one card.
I really like the counter ability, right? So let's say you have like the 3 crit triple attack, right?
Yeah,
Or like the original 5 crit double attack.
yeah.
So you go like for five, counter the counter equip the new sword with that has 5 crit double attack. The equip cost of that sword is free. So even though it says equip by paying its equip cost, the equip cost is just put on top of an item with Messiah Arms in its name. So it's basically counter equipped for another 5-10 damage.
Good job, Bushiroad. You're making some cool stuff.
So let's go to
Demonic.
um demonic dragons.
Okay, we
You have
talking
a
big
new
size 3?
what?
Are we talking about the new size 3 right now?
Yeah. So
Okay,
you have
hold on.
Belial,
I want
Hades
to.
Beast.
You need to shush for 1 second, all right?
What?
Why is his art so fucking good?
Remember like our first video when we were talking about cards? You were saying that like evil demonic dragons are so like boring
They
and stuff
are
like that.
boring, but their art is. Look at that crown. Look at the black. Okay, continue.
So
I love this
basically,
art
when
so
you're at
much.
1, you can counter call him, and you call him on top of the original Belial gauge, which
Hang on.
isn't that
Pause.
bad
Pause.
because you have
Restart that sentence.
basically the its whole gimmick is when you're at 1 life or less, you call this card from your hand by paying its call cost, and you just pay 2 gauge and put it on top of the original Belial, which isn't hard because you literally got access to a set spell that when a monster enters your field, you gain 2 gauge and draw a card. But what's really nice is all demonic dragons can't be destroyed or returned to hand. The crit can't be reduced, and then if your life's 1, which it will be at 1 when you try and counter call,
Yeah.
um, you basically give
The
all your
devil's
demonic
number.
dragons penetrate and 666. So let's and this card also has triple deck. So let's say they stop Belial for some reason, right? You're basically able to counter call this guy on top. So now you have him that has 666 and triple attack, but you can call another one like maybe like the size 3 that I think reduces and has double attack. You can make that also have 666 as well. So you just give your whole field basically 666.
Yeah. It's cool. 666. Beautiful art. Why the fucking? It's so good.
So the next one after that
Yeah.
is going to be the spell,
Is that Gear
which
God? Hold up. Is he ripping Gear God's eye off?
oh my god, is that?
Hey, future Keyblade Ryan showing up right now. That is actually not Gear God's eye. We were wrong. That is just his hand. For some reason, they made his hand look like Gear God's eye. So ignore what we say for the rest of the video. Thank you. That looks
Oh
like
my god, that is
he's
like
ripping Gear God's
hold up.
eye.
That's wild.
That okay? I like this card a lot now.
So it costs 2 life, but if you're at 1, you do it for free. You just gain 2 gauge, draw 2 cards, which is really nice.
You can run this in any deck actually if you really
Yeah,
wanted
you
to.
can. If you really want to, you can. Like a Daredevil deck.
Hey, if you need draw,
Yeah. All
draw
right.
engaged, hey, in 2 life. This is Divine Dragon Creation.
It basically is. It's a better version of Divine Dragon
It's
Creation.
just you have to be at 6 life or less for that draw too.
Yeah, but that's not hard for this
Yes,
deck.
it's well. I don't think it's hard for a lot of Darkness Dragon decks.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
Abyss Symphony, you have to be at 6 life or less. And people were wearing that card.
yeah. So
Used to.
that's good. Card is good. I don't. All right. So Max Dragons.
Yeah. So I want to start with the impact
Oh,
because
okay.
it's I am max.
I am Max.
Basically, when your opponent's at 6 life or less and your cards have attacked 2 more times, pay 2 gauge, deal damage equal to the
You're dealing
size
6.
of the max dragon.
You're dealing
So
6 damage.
yeah, so you got the size 6. It's basically pay 2 gauge, deal 6 damage. It's pretty nice. It's snazzy.
The deck didn't have an impact before, didn't it?
No,
Alright, so yeah, this is nice.
draw metals basically don't have an impact. They
Huh.
do, but it
It's the
sucks.
counter one. Hey, the whole set hasn't been revealed yet. I
Yeah,
would
I hope they
not
get
be
a new one.
surprised.
So Max also got a spell that's pay a life, choose a max dragon and give it 10,000 power, 10,000 defense, or you have put a size 4 or greater max dragon from your drop center hand.
Yeah, so
So
just
do you know why they did that? Like specifically size 4? It's for the spell nullifier. The spell nullifier is a size 3, and it's searchable.
oh
It's a searchable spell nullifier. So
damn.
if this at size 3 or greater, not only do you have a searchable spell nullifier, do you also have a spell that adds it back to hand so you can use it again. It's a
Damn.
so they did size 4 or greater.
Damn, they learned their mistake. Alright, now you already been talking for most of this video, but these are your 2 cards.
Yeah, they are. It's my veggies. Let's talk about corn first. So corn gives dangerous veggies in my center penetrate and counterattack.
That's fucking annoying.
So not only would I have like a 20/23 crit with penetrate and counterattack, um, during your attack phase, I can choose a size 3 and add it to the soul, and I can stand it. So now my size 3 is now a quadruple attack. Then when it's destroyed, I gain a gauge in the life. The life part I really don't care about because I just gain 10 life a turn. Well, the gauge is nice. That's cool.
The art is adorable,
Oh my god, it's so adorable.
but fuck this card.
Now let's talk about the size 3, the fried rice.
Vegan fried rice.
So one thing that I don't like about it is it's a 15/3/15 now.
Well, I think it's because of that counter call.
Yeah, it is, but I'm sad because 20,000 is just a little bit harder to get over. But anyways, so you can call it like you normally would, like with just but it's 2 different veggies instead of 3, like the curly or the other curry, or you can use its counter ability to pay 2 life, which is nothing for this deck, and I can call it on top of a dangerous veggie without paying the call cost. And then on entry, I choose up to 1 dangerous veggie monster in this card's soul, and I get all abilities of that card. But the way it works is I can choose to have the abilities of the curry, and the curry gets abilities of all its soul, but then it also has triple attack and all that other stuff. So basically, you can triple attack with curry, then call him on top, and then you triple attack with him as well.
So I'm happy they're getting more support instead of just being an April Fool's deck, but god damn Bushy.
They also have a counter call, so like you attack with all your size 1s and whatever, and then you counter call curry and triple attack, and then you use this ability to counter call on top of it and triple attack again.
Yeah.
It's nice. I like it.
Alright. So that's gonna be it
Oh,
for this video.
what? One sec. What I also like,
Oh, okay. Fucking
so with this card,
or
so you can choose a
no,
dangerous veggie
you're
monster in this card's
done.
soul,
Dylan, you're
and this card
done.
gets abilities until it leaves the field. So you can choose Curry and get Curry's abilities, and then once this card gets destroyed, you can discard Curry from soul, and you'd still have Curry's abilities.
Okay. I'm so
Oh
glad
yeah.
you're able to get your word out for that, because I know how much you love veggies.
Okay.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye. This is so stupid.